Hello, everyone. So imagine this. There's two cliffs. Connecting these two cliffs, there's a bridge. And underneath this bridge, there's a strong glass panel. But there's a problem with this bridge. It's very weak. It's not very sturdy. Some of the walkway is missing, broken. Would you cross it? Probably not, right? But now, let's say you offered $10,000 to cross it. Would you do it now? Here's my thought process on this. Why shouldn't you? What's going to happen if you fall? Nothing, right? Because the glass panel will be there to save you, essentially. But what happens if you don't try? Nothing as well, because you're not going to cross it. Now, for those of you who chose to cross it, good job. Props to you. But for those of you who didn't, well, then ask yourself this. Why? Why did I not cross this bridge? Was it because I was too scared of crossing it? Was it because I was too scared of falling? I was too scared that it just wasn't worth the risk? Well, well, that's fine. It's your opinion, and I'm not one to judge. But you see, that's the thing with fear. It gets in your head. It messes with your mind. It causes you to make illogical decisions and act impulsively, which in the long run can hold you back from things which can truly benefit your life. Like 10 grand in this hypothetical scenario, let's say. Life's greatest breakthroughs often lie on the other side of fear. You can discover new things about yourself. It's like unlocking a new power you never knew you could have. Today, let's discover how facing our fears can lead to our strongest, most resilient selves. Because as a person who was always fearful of something, who never wanted to take that risk to see if he can get better, I am speaking from experience when I say you should always face your fears and any hardships you will encounter. You will. Whether it be taking the dreadful SATs eventually, or simply just being the new job. Doing so will provide yourself with more opportunities in your life. And it can help your mental health. It can boost your confidence. It can even just help clear up your mind as well. So, I am a soccer player who plays for a competitive team. So, I know the feeling to be nervous, to be scared. I have played many high-stakes games before. But believe me when I say this, I have messed up before, a lot. So much so that there were games I played minimal minutes, or sometimes I just didn't even play. This fear, I didn't let this fear, this pressure though, of me messing up, I didn't let it stop me from getting better. I knew that I couldn't live with this fear, so I worked harder. I changed my work ethic, so that way I could become a better player, so that way I can improve my performances. And it worked. I was starting to improve slowly and slowly, gradually, bit by bit, after I was messing up a lot. My confidence skyrocketed. I became happy. I became proud. I became more strong-minded with myself. So this poor soccer experience that I took into my own hands is one reason why I always try to face my fears. It impacted me mentally. It messed with my head. This terror just kept telling me, you can't do it. You'll always just be this mediocre, this average player who can't do much. I didn't listen. I flipped the script. I committed to it, and I didn't let this fear stop me any step of the way. This gave me a positive mindset about myself. But also, it gave me this growing mentality. It made me wonder, can I get better than this? Can I take my game to the next level? Can I improve even more? That is why I became the player I am today. But it's also one reason, one stepping stone even, which made me the person I am today. So when you face your fears, it provides you with more opportunities in your life, whether it be for personal growth or you're trying to land your dream job. Either way, whatever you want, it won't just be a distant dream anymore. You can finally go out and chase it without having to worry about anything, without being set back by anything. When I improved myself in soccer, I learned I could do anything I set my mind to. It led me to believe that I could do more with myself. It gave me more opportunities because now I was willing to do more than ever before to improve myself. I was willing to step out of my comfort zone, to work harder. I was willing to change. What I wasn't willing to let fear do was hold me back from my goals, my passions, my dreams. These new chances, these new abilities that you get, they're a symbol of something. They're a symbol of you rising up to the challenge, of you facing something greater. They represent your boldness to do something no one else would be willing to do. You explore the world more. You can do more things. And throughout that journey, you'll become a better, you. So while I was preparing for this talk, I was really scared, really nervous, like petrified, out of my mind. Because I have never performed a speech like this in front of this big a stage, in front of this big a crowd. So yeah, this probably would have been the case for everyone as well. But this became one of the most important speeches of my life, and there was a lot of pressure for me to perform. Down the road, my mind just kept toggling back and forth between, should I still do it, or should I just back out? This was a frightening experience, yes. I mean, still is, because still up here, right? But why did I still do it if it terrified me to the bone? Because this is something that I'm proud of. This is something that I can look back at in the future and say, wow, you know what? I was able to do a speech that some people wouldn't even have the guts to attempt. And giving this speech provides me with, helps me with my public speaking skills and my confidence. That's why I still did it. And that's why I didn't let any stage fright stop me from doing one of the most important speeches of my life. Whether it be 2 months ago or even 2 days ago. So I assume some of you have heard this riddle. How do you put a giraffe in a fridge? Well, if you have, then you know the answer is simply just open the fridge, put the giraffe in the fridge, and close it. Pretty simple. I'm going to ask you this question one more time. How do you put a giraffe in a fridge? But this time, think of it literally. Pretend you actually have a giraffe and a fridge right in front of you. How's this giraffe getting in this fridge? Giraffes are massive, so I doubt that you can just try to push the thing in there and then just try to slam the door. No matter how many times you just try to cram it in there, you know? I think that the best way to approach this would be to put the giraffe in the fridge one piece at a time. But all of a sudden, why am I talking about putting giraffes in fridges all of a sudden? That's completely random. But think about it. Just like how you should be trying to fit this giraffe in this fridge one piece at a time, you should be trying to face your fears one step at a time. Because if you try to go bit by bit, step by step, you'll see this incremental improvement. You feel confident in yourself. You feel calm, cool as a cucumber even. But let's say you're trying to go too quickly, like you try to accelerate the process, It's not gonna work. You're biting off more than you can chew. Your fears will overwhelm you once again, and you'll quit. Your fears have succeeded once again in taking control of you. You should go one step at a time. That way you have control of how quickly or slowly you go. You're in control. It's your life. Fear is a natural emotion. Having fear and all these other emotions that we feel, like happiness or sadness or anger, makes us human because it shows that we can feel different things at different times. However, fear is just one emotion that we feel. One. We shouldn't let this one emotion control us. We shouldn't let it define who we are. We can beat it by stepping out of this comfort zone that fear confines us into. In doing so, we change. We are in control of who we are, our actions, our decisions, our being. Our greatest achievements come from facing our fears. For me, it's doing this talk and improving myself in soccer, two things that I didn't think were possible up until I truly focused and I faced it. So remember this. The next time fear tries to conquer you, it's not a stop sign. It's a speed bump. You've got to go over it to get through it. You can't just stand still in front of it and expect to get past it, to move on. So, what are you waiting for? Go face your next speed bump. And don't stop. Ever. Even when the going gets tough. Thank you.